Well, I'm good at retaining clients.
Rebooking.
Yeah, I'm that most of my clients, if not all of them, end up rebooking, but getting them in the door is one thing. I was actually thinking specifically, there's a fire station right down the street from my house, and I actually really like working on first responders. They're one of my ideal clients, especially because I can be so flexible with my hours here, and they need that. And I don't know, do you think it's a good idea for me to show up there, well, call them, and then show up with my mat and give some free work to the
I
firefighters there?
think I'm 95% there with you. The other 5% is I want you to put your phone on the tripod.
And
Go
record while I'm there?
go give them work and take Carl. Carl's a firefighter. I want you to work on Carl, work on his low back, whatever it is firefighters are having problems with. Thank them for their service
Mhm.
and go, Carl, while I work on your low back, why did you become a firefighter? From an entertainment standpoint, I'm like, oh man, like, wow, I really liked Carl. I really like Jessica. Wow, she's helping firefighters. I
Yep,
want to support her practice.
fair enough.
The story, the humanity, a personal service. And that's the thing, like we have as massage therapists, people come to us and get naked,
Yep,
typically. It's deeply intimate, but
mhm.
therapists are almost running away from this because it's like, well, I don't want people to see me or and I'm like, man, we have a very intimate job. And I want you
Yeah,
to not just work on Carl. I'd be totally, this is me, I'd be totally happy giving away 30-minute sessions to 10 of them and just show up and work on them. You form an alliance, camaraderie,
yeah.
friends.
Well, I was thinking of giving them for free 30 minutes and having them come here, but I almost think it's better to show up there because they're more likely to actually get the work, and when they see me from across the way, they're like, "Oh, I will actually try that,"
Oh, listen,
instead of having them come here.
they're firemen. My guess is one, you can book them for a longer session when they're off.
Yeah.
And then two, they go, man, can you come in twice a month to the firehouse and do this? Just give us 30-minute sessions. And you go, again.
That'd be nice.
Mhm. But they don't know it's possible. And most people, if they're anything like consumers anywhere else in the US, they're not thinking mat based clothes on.
Right.
That massage you're doing in 30 minutes is not putting them to sleep. You're helping Carl work on his low back, and when that alarm goes off, he can just jump up and run and get suited and get the hell out because he's got to go to a
Yeah.
fire. Yeah,
Yep.
it's almost perfect for that.
Well, I guess that answers my question.
You're 95% there. You just need a little encouragement, but adding this on top, gold, absolute
Yeah.
gold. Yeah,
If anybody agrees to it, which would be nice.
yeah. And some won't, and that's fine. You can have
Mhm.
an AV waiver. It's a simple one form contract. You can pick up one off of Google. All it
Yeah.
is just allows you to put their social media stuff out or whatever. It's real simple.
Mhm.
It's just to protect yourself. If you have video, you can even repurpose it. You
Mhm.
know, like imagine they did call you in and you started working on Carl, and you just worked on Carl twice a month for these little 30-minute sessions. But then you took some editing software and like stitched it together, and you showed Carl from the beginning where he's got pain to the end where
And
he's like,
now
man, I'm
mhm.
so much faster, more mobile. Storytelling.
Yeah. Now what do you use to edit your videos? Is
I
that
have
okay to ask?
some free software. Oh, it's fine. I have some free software called Shotcut,
Okay.
video editing software. It's extremely easy to use. I literally learned it from a 19-year-old wearing a hoodie that I thanked on Twitter because he put up a tutorial that was an hour long. It gave me enough basics
Mm,
to, I don't do a lot of narrative. It's not heavy editing. It's not like a film, but
right.
it was easy to cut a clip, add some graphics, do some little
Mhm.
things. And again, in a marketplace where people don't make video, it made me, you know, look like a rock star. So
Right. You're already above and beyond.
yeah, and there's other video editing software out there. They do similar things, some advantages, but I like free.
Mm.
I like multi-purpose, and Shotcut worked.
Yep. I might look at it. I've got a fancy one called Pinnacle that I got for like a super discount on Humble Bundle. I didn't even know what it was at the time, and I got it, and it ended up working out really well for video editing.
Tons of software. That's really
Yeah,
outside of our scope. We're certainly not learning about it in massage school.
I know.
YouTube.
Would almost make it easier if we did, though.
Eh, I get a lot of I poke school owners, but in many instances they only have 500 hours, so it's really difficult to bring people
Yeah,
from knowing nothing to, you know, ready to take their
that,
licensing exam and be able to go
right.
work at a spa doing effleurage.
Yeah.
Continuing education is where I thrive, and even with
Mm.
subscribers, I could add tutorials on OBS and tutorials on streaming and tutorials on video editing and like the subscribers aren't looking for that stuff. They're not particularly
Right.
interested. They'll go, well, what kind of camera do you have? And it's like, listen, this is almost as good as this other camera I'm using.
Mm,
And this is with you in your pocket at all times.
right.
I know that they don't quite see it that way, and video production, editing, some of those things may help it look more pro, I guess. But at the same time, reality TV is what everything has become. And I just keep, hey guys, we're doing a quick coffee review. This is the Ethiopian Sidama Natural. Oh man, it tastes like raisinette. Thank you to the farmers in Ethiopia who raise these beans. Thank you. You're making my life in America tolerable.
And
It's
then you have a few more followers.
yeah, it's fan building. It's like some of it is, I don't know. I mean, if you think about like education, like dry educational tutorials to me suck. Educational tutorials where, okay, he's giving some anatomy, but then he's got a sense of humor and he laughs.
Yep.
Much more personal. I'm a
Mm,
big fan of that. The video editing software, just do some Google searches, figure out what you want to use. I use Shotcut. It's very easy to just clip some cuts. And then let's say
mm,
you worked on Carl for 30 minutes. You could easily just go cut 5-minute Instagram videos out of that. Make sense?
yep.
Yeah, just little bits of edits, repurposing stuff. This right here, we may do an hour, we chat. I can take snippets from this, post it all over my social media, tag you. And just from the standpoint of me talking with a student, people look at me and my practice and my brand differently when the brand becomes feminized.
Mm,
When they realize that I'm helping women and supporting their businesses, going towards being bad bitches and entrepreneurs, boss babes, doing the things that they really want to do. That's that strategic alliance, which includes you doing video with Carl.
I hope I meet a Carl now.
Are you a firefighter named Carl in Cape Cod?
I need bodywork therapy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just have to put myself out there and actually do it, which
It
is
it's
the hard
not
part.
part of what we're trained in school.
Right. Sorry.
The
Yep, I did.
promotion side. That in-person networking, of course, during COVID, like dropped off immensely. I'm not as good with in-person promotion. If you give me the floor, I can do a demo easy. But I don't go to like a business luncheon and, hey, I'm Robert Gardner, and shake hands. Like I'm wearing a Skeletor shirt. Yeah.
You're you.
Yeah. And some people, I don't like that. He's not
Yeah.
wearing shoes. And I'm like, I use my feet to work on people.
Mm.
Make sense?
Mhm.
Yeah, kind of flips the narrative a bit. But making video, showing people what you do, continuing to expand, there's a lot of options. What I love about it is you get paid to be you.
Mhm. Makes it easier. You don't have to put on a facade every time you go
Oh,
out.
yeah. My ex-wife taught me this well. I'm lazy. She was lazy. It was too much work to lie.
Mm.
It was too much work to put on a front. It was much easier to go, hey, I'm Robert Gardner. I'm a arrogant, mansplaining, asshat, tequila drinking, massage therapist in Austin, Texas. I work on people in chronic pain, have a shot of tequila.
That's the spirit.
No, it's like not everybody would. They're like, he said he was a mansplaining. I don't understand. Like some people would get like irritated by that, but
Mm.
it's poking fun. Most of the people I know who become famous, they become famous because of something about their personality.
Right.
They want, Whoopi Goldberg. She's got opinions. I don't like,
Mhm.
I don't like Whoopi. And it's like, I don't care what you don't like about Whoopi. Whoopi's in the color purple.
Yeah.
Like, I love Whoopi Goldberg. And
Yeah.
that's the thing, that polarization will naturally happen. But
Mhm.
once you've drawn your own clients, it sounds like long term, you'd probably prefer private practice. And here's what happens: more freedom, more money, more you, more
Mhm.
authenticity. Everything grows. Everything about our industry is awesome.
Yeah.
Everything we do. I mean, we don't hurt people, we don't scam people, we don't steal money, we don't. Everything we do is like make their lives better.
Right. That's why I got into this job in the first place.
And we want to take that and put that on steroids and make it expand.
Mm.
Care Bear stare. Expand it out.
Communicate it to everybody.